In this video, we will discuss about the code block in C programming language. So first of all, what exactly is a code block? Code block is a group of statements which are written between the curly braces. So we will have a opening curly brace which will indicate that this is the beginning of the code block or a group of statements, and then we will have a closing curly brace which will indicate that this is the end of the code block or the end of the group. Between these we will have the statements. We can have as many statements that we want depending on our logic, and this will form a code block. Now if we look at this main function that I have written here, after this int main and parenthesis, what I have is an opening curly brace and then a closing curly brace, and between this we will have the statements. So we can say this is a code block. In C programming language, a code block can be associated with the conditional statements or functions or loops, etc. Or they cannot be associated with anything. For example, if I create a code block like this is not associated with anything. We call it as a compound code block. So a code block can be associated with something, or it may exist without being associated with something. We can use these code blocks in order to group the statements together, hence improving the readability of the code. Another thing is, in our code, we can create as many code blocks that we want depending on our need, and we can use them. We can group the statements. Now the next thing is, here let us have a printf statement, and I'm gonna say from outer block, and then I'm gonna create a code block like this. I'm gonna have another statement, printf statement, and I'm gonna say from inner block. Okay, just to demonstrate that this will execute in sequential order. So if I run this program, we can see from outer block, from inner block. So these things are executed sequentially here. Now the next thing that I'm going to talk about here is about nesting of the code blocks. As we can see, we have already done this. For example, this is the outer block, and then I have another block inside this code block. So depending on our need, we can nest these code blocks. We can nest it as many times we want. So nesting of the code blocks is also possible. Now the next thing that we're going to talk about here is about the variables and the code blocks, mainly called as the scope of the variables. When we declare a variable inside a code block, that particular variable is accessible inside that code block. For example, if I create a variable, let us say age, and if I store a value of 10 in this particular variable age is declared in this scope, in this code block, hence it is available inside this code blocks. That means this variable is also accessible inside this nested code block. For example, I can use the printf function in here, and I can access this age variable. Something like this. If I save and run this program, it will produce age 10. Now here again I will say, when we declare a variable inside a code block, that variable is accessible in that code block. It is not accessible outside that code block. That means if I create another variable inside this inner code block, then what happens? Let us say int x, and I will store a value of, let us say 100 in this. Now this variable x is declared in this code block. Hence it is available only inside this code block, and it is not available outside this code block. So inside this code block, I can access the variable x, no issue. But if I try to do that outside this code block, then we can see the error is displayed by the code highlighter. So x is undefined. The variable declared inside this code block is not available outside the code block. It is available inside the code block. If that code block contains any inner code blocks, it is available inside those inner code blocks also, but it is not available outside that block. So we call this as block scope. Once we declare a variable inside a block, it is accessible in that block. It is not accessible outside that block. Now the next thing that I want to discuss here is about variable shadowing. What it means is, here in this code block, I have this variable called as age with a value of 10. In this nested code block, if I want, I can create the variable with the same name. For example, I will write age again with a value of 100. So let us access this variable age like this. So now what happens is, in this code block, I have created the variable with the same name as a variable which is present outside this code block. So for inside this code block, this particular variable, this particular local variable is shadowing this variable which is defined outside the block. So inside this block, this printf function will display age 100. Once we go out of this block, this particular variable age will not exist, and this outer variable that I have defined, it is accessible and its value will be displayed if I display that here. Okay, here I'm gonna say inner age, and here I'm gonna say outer age like this, and then I will run this program. Now we can see inner age 100, outer age 10. Now here, understand the fact that I am declaring the variable of the same name in this inner block. If I don't declare this variable, if I just use it, the variable present in the outer scope is used. But if I declare this variable with the same name, then this particular local variable is used in this code block. So what we know that for the scope of the variable is accessible inside the block where it is defined, not accessible outside the block. If we have declared the variables with the same name in inner block and outer block, the local variable to that block is used in that block. So in this tutorial, what we have learned is that we can use the curly braces in order to create the code blocks, which are nothing but a group of statements written between the curly braces. We can nest the code blocks, and when we talk about the variables have scope. They are accessible inside the block, not accessible outside the block, and we can do the variable shadowing. So this is it guys for this particular video. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you guys have any doubt, post that in the comment section. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. Anything to say, write that in the comment box. For more tutorials, subscribe to the channel.